How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on a damn Saturday night, man? What a fun day of football, man. The college game, these NFL. Oh my lord, man. Let's get started with the freaking college game. Um, Texas A&M versus Miami. What the hell was this shit? Was it like 0-0 at halftime? Miami finally scored 3-0. Then Texas A&M tied it 3-3, and then Miami gets a touchdown there to win it 10-3. Final play, man. Marcellus Reed throws an interception, and the game's over. Miami wins at 10-3. I don't know what the hell happened to Texas A&M, man. This whole season, man, I think they were like 12-0, 13-0 entering this game. And they lost their final two games of the season versus Texas and Miami, man. What a collapse by Texas A&M it was, man. Holy free holies. Losing the fucking SEC. No, they didn't play. It was the final regular season game. I believe it was like the Friday after Thanksgiving, right? And they didn't get to play in the SEC championship game because of losing to Texas. And then they lose today in their first playoff game to Miami. I don't know what the hell happened, man. Really good season. We're undefeated until like the final week of the season, or and then Pendejo face, man. I don't know, man. Because usually it's Carson Beck, the quarterback from Miami, that throws interceptions, and this time, Marcellus Reed caused himself with that interception, man. Pendejo face. Damn, man. Holy free holies. But another game where that's been a huge theme this weekend. It's going all the way back to Thursday. The special teams. You had even a fake punt, the wide open pass. I mean, it is a punter making the throw. They completely overthrew it. Misses field goals left and right. Jesus Christ. Miami wins at 10-3. They advance. Then we got the Eagles-Washington game. I don't know what to think about these games. Obviously, Commanders are eliminated. They're not a good team. Eagles, at times they're struggling. At times they looked a little bit better. I think the one thing is Saquon is starting to play better. I think this is a third week in a row he runs for 100 yards or more. But I don't know, man. You don't know what these games. I can still see the Eagles are kind of struggling. I think the final score was like 29-19. But I don't know, man. I mean, the only thing you can take away from this game is Eagles are starting to maybe run the ball a little bit better these last three games. But the Commanders and Raiders are not that good. The Chargers are, right? So you can count, but that's the game where Jalen Hurts had a horrendous game. Anyways, I think they play the Bills next week. We don't. I assume they're gonna play their starters. They clinched the division today. But I assume because the playoffs aren't starting until like January 10th, I think they are gonna play their starters next week, and then they're probably gonna rest them the final week. So that could be a good game. That could be a good to see where they're at, right? After these last few games versus, not so good teams and Raiders and Commanders. Now you play a really good team in Buffalo. Let's see if the Eagles are actually getting better, which I mean, I'm still seeing a lot of problems, but at least they're running the football a little bit better. Let's see if it's because they're playing shitty ass teams. Or is it because they're actually getting better running the football now with Saquon Barkley? Anyways, final game. What a game it was, man. Packers, Chicago Bears. Holy free holies, man. Another game, man. They couldn't get going. It was like the score at halftime. It was like fucking 6-3, whatever it was. So frustrating. Caleb Williams cannot get going, man. It was not looking good. I think the score, it was like, I think that the Bears get a field goal to make it 16-9. And then I thought they were just gonna kick the onside kick, and the Green Bay was gonna get it, and they're gonna take it, run a few plays, milk the clock out, and win the game 16-9. Instead, somehow Chicago recovers the onside kick. They go down the field, they score a touchdown, tie it 16-16. They go to overtime. Green Bay in their first possession, I think it was 4th and 1. They fumble. Caleb Williams with a beautiful pass to DJ Moore to end the game. Chicago, I believe, won it 23-16 in overtime. Holy free holies. What a freaking game. Holy free holies. Chicago's another one of these teams where they just stick around and then they get you at the end, right? Caleb Williams did not play good like the first, 55 minutes. And then like with 5 minutes left in the fucking game, he drove them down, got him another field goal. It was 16-9. Shut up. Pendejo faced by another special teams situation, right? Domio Dobbs couldn't get the fucking onside kick. Bears get the ball. Once again, Caleb Williams right on the field, tied 16-16. And then again, you got to give credit to the defense too. They came up clutch with that turnover. And then Caleb Williams with that beautiful pass to DJ Moore to win it, man. Walk-off touchdown by the Chicago Bears. But Caleb Williams, man, he came in clutch like the last 5 minutes and then overtime, whatever, because he was not playing good, man. I think he only scored like 6 points in the first 3 quarters. And then he got his head of his ass the last 2 possessions with 2 touchdowns and a field goal, man. The guy literally scored like fucking 17 out of the fucking 23 points in like the last 3 possessions. And I don't know, man. Caleb Williams, man. I think a lot of people complain about his accuracy, and it could be a problem at times, right? He was getting outplayed not only by Jordan Love but also by Malik Willis, who came in the game because Jordan Love got concussion. Malik Willis, you could say, was outplaying him, but then something happened, man, in that late in the fourth quarter in the overtime with Caleb Williams just put on the superhero cape on and went ham, man. You got to give it up, man. That was a beautiful pass. The one in the fourth quarter to tie it 16-16 and then the one to end it in overtime, that was another beautiful. Caleb Williams just got his head of his ass at the end of the game, man, and he came up clutch. He clutched up, man. Got to give credit where credit is due to Caleb Williams. After having a really shitty-ass game, he really went crazy in that towards the end of the fourth quarter in the overtime, man. Holy free holidays. Bears win it. Caleb Williams, despite all the struggles the Bears have had versus Green Bay, I think Caleb Williams is now 2-2 versus Chicago. I think Justin Fields, I don't even think he beat him once. So yeah, Caleb. I think people were wondering for a while that we make the right decision moving on from Justin Fields for Caleb Williams. I think this season you're starting to see it. You did make the right decision. I think the Bears have won like 10, 11 games. They're probably going to win the division now. But yeah, man, that was crazy, man. What a fucking game, man. These games have been crazy these last few games. Special teams, man, have been a huge momentum changer. Even though it was a blowout, right? The Eagles Commanders game, first play, I believe it was a fumble. I think that, special teams, man, are being very impactful in both, not only in the NFL, but also in the NCAA. These last few days, man, it's been crazy. We get a full slate of football tomorrow. Let's see what the hell happens tomorrow. But man, crazy ass games, man. It was just fucking crazy today, especially the Miami and the Texas A&M game, and then the Green Bay Chicago game, man. Crazy games. I didn't watch anything else. I'm not wasting my time with these other college games. I'm really not, honestly, guys. I still don't know why the committee allowed third division teams to get in the playoffs. Really waste of time. I'm so actually really happy the NFL had games today, because outside of Texas A&M and Miami, the college teams were not good at all, man. I don't know what the hell the NCAA is thinking when you have literally Texas and Notre Dame's right there. Anyways, what a fun day of NFL, man. It really was. Fun-ass day of NFL. Fun-ass day of football. Holy free holidays, man. Tomorrow we got NFL. I think what happened, I think there were some NFL little chicken nuggets, but I don't even know. I don't know. The weekends, I don't really focus so much on news. I'm more into the games. Unless something really huge happens, I really don't really pay attention to news that much over the weekend. I don't think there was much. Other than maybe some football stuff, but I don't know how much it matters. I think Joe Burrow might get traded in the future. Miami apparently offered like 3 first round picks a few years ago, but they declined it. I think Brandon Ayuk was driving 100 miles per hour by the stadium. Reportedly, he has not been seen in weeks at the facility. So probably gonna get traded or released at some point. Brandon Ayuk. There might have been some other stuff going around. I think TJ Watt is still hurt. The freaking medical staff accidentally punctured his lung, trying to inject them, I think. Jesus Christ. I think there might have been more stuff, but I cannot remember at this point. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. What a fun day of football on a freaking Saturday, man. Let's continue tomorrow with a full slate of the NFL. And let's see what the hell happens, man. But man, these last 2 days have been really cool, man. They really have.